Hey guys, Lisa Figueroa here, board certified criminal defense attorney in Florida. Here today to talk to you about NFL player from the Patriots, Stefon Diggs. Recently he was in the news and pled not guilty to some allegations of assault and strangulation of a private chef that he formerly had employed. The chef made these allegations and went to the police and has filed charges against him. But instantly, as we're seeing a lot with some of these high profile athletes, there is this immediate response. Stefon Diggs and has pled not guilty, but there were a lot of things right away where anytime a person who is a victim of a crime, sometimes when these cases hit the limelight, right away they start throwing shade at the alleged victim. Hey, they're just doing this for money, they're just making this up, maybe, and which could be true, right? Quickly we had a response, even though it didn't specifically say Stefon Diggs, but the alleged victim did put out a statement saying that she was going to let the court process take place, but that she takes this serious. So it was kind of a snapback to all the chatter that immediately was online trying to make this seem like it's some sort of money grab or some sort of ulterior motive. And in her statement, she indicates, I'm speaking out now to address false information that's been shared publicly. I'm a professional chef with over 10 years of experience working with public figures, and in the sports industry, my reputation and integrity matter deeply to me. Claims that I engaged in settlement discussions are not true. I have never sought money nor engaged in settlement discussions to settle this matter. Statements suggesting otherwise are harmful and untrue. As a survivor of domestic violence, I take these matters extremely serious and would never make false claims for personal gain or to damage someone's reputation. I did not seek public attention and reported this matter through the proper legal channels. This is an active criminal matter, and I will continue to respect the legal process. I will not engage in rumors, personal attacks, or respond to misinformation on social media, and I ask others to refrain from spreading false narratives. My focus is on healing, my work, and moving forward with integrity. I trust the legal process to address the facts, and I hope anyone following this matter will do the same. Well said. I agree, and I think that that goes for anyone who is finding themselves in this kind of situation, and that we should all be careful to not rush to judgment on either side and let the legal process take place. So he was recently in court for these assault charges recently, and let's hear what happened there.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. All persons having anything to do with the Honorable G. Murray Carroll, First Justice of the District Court, now sitting at Dedham, within and for the Commonwealth, draw near, give your attendance, and ye shall be heard. God save the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. This honorable court is now in session. You may be seated. Please remain quiet at the throne. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Today is Friday, February 13th, 2026. This is the call of the list. The Honorable Justice Carroll is presiding. We're on the first matter is the matter of the Commonwealth versus Stefon Diggs.
Good morning, ADA Drew Virtue to the Commonwealth.
Good morning, Your Honor. Andrew Federal from District King.
Waiting on the reading, sir?
Yes.
Not guilty, plea will enter.
All right. Commonwealth, any requests?
Commonwealth's requesting a stay away, no contact from the victim, including third-party contact.
Any
No.
All right. Those are the ones.
And next date, sir, April 1st.
We can have April 1st for pre-trial. So, sir, on this matter will be continued until April 1st, 2026 at 9 a.m. That's for a pretrial hearing. Being released today on your own personal recognizance that the conditions will be released. They to stay away and have no contact with the named victim, and that includes third-party contact. Please be advised that if you violate the terms of your release, or if you commit a new criminal offense during the pendency of this case, your bail or personal recognizance could be revoked, and you can be held without bail for up to 90 days. So that's April 1st at 9, sir. Please see probation today before you leave. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Following is
So April 1st, they'll be back for a pretrial conference. They released him on his own recognizance. That means not having to pay any bond, not having to, post bail or put up any monetary amount to be released. They did tell him to check in with probation before he leaves. So a lot of times, part of your pretrial release, when it's just on your own recognizance, you still have to sign something guaranteeing that while you're out, you're not going to commit any other crime while you're on this release. Otherwise, he would be back in jail. The other thing they talked about about is a no contact. Anytime someone is charged with a domestic violence or any battery charge where there's a victim, they're going to deal with whether or not the person can either return to the scene of where this happened. If, for instance, they live together. In this situation, it doesn't seem like she is still employed by him. However, they did say that there's no contact or third-party contact. Now, that one gets people into a lot of trouble a lot of times. You're out on bond and you're not supposed to have third-party contact. Means you can't tell someone else to tell someone something on their behalf. You can't message them via any kind of social media or any kind of app because that's still considered contact. So it's direct or indirect contact by him, or if he were to have someone try to communicate with her. Now, the attorney can reach out to her attorneys, and there are ways to do that, but he cannot direct anyone to have contact with her, and that might even be changing soon. The other thing on the no contact issue, just in general, what a lot of times people don't realize is that prohibits him from making contact. That does not keep the alleged victim from contacting him. And I'm not speaking to this particular situation, but in general, sometimes I'll have clients where the alleged victim is now calling their phone, leaving messages, sending emails, and they're wondering, hey, can I respond? She's the one that she's calling me, and no, you can't, because she's not in trouble. She has no prohibition, but he does. So that's important, and sometimes people get tricked up on that, and then they end up violating their release because they thought it was okay, and then she changes her mind and it's no longer okay to talk to him. So I read to you what the alleged victim statement was, but let's hear from the defense attorney as he came out of that hearing we just watched.
How does Mr. Diggs respond to these charges?
That he is completely innocent of these false allegations that have been alleged against him. We're confident that after the facts and evidence are reviewed in this case, he will be completely exonerated.
Could you give us some of those facts?
Not at this time, but they will be presented, and when they are presented, it will paint a very different picture, and we're very confident that he will be exonerated.
Is he still seeking a monetary settlement?
Thank you.
What's next in the case?
Reason behind the last minute change in legal views?
No last minute change. I've been representing Mr. Diggs for several years, and thank you.
You do expect this to go to trial then?
I expect Mr. Diggs to be exonerated, and I'd be shocked if this case goes to trial. Thank you.
Does your stance stay the same where you said
Excuse
that
me.
the settlement could be reached before anything?
Have a good day. Thank you.
All right. So the defense attorney is clear that he is absolutely innocent and that he is confident that he's going to be exonerated from this, and he'd be very surprised if this goes to trial. So the press kept trying to push him to see if there was some settlement or maybe a change in legal teams, and he says, I've been his attorney for several years. He doesn't see that coming, and just shook off these talks regarding any kind of settlement, but he seems confident. They asked him about if there's more information he could give, and he said that eventually more facts will come to light that will show a different side to this, and people will see why he is not guilty of what they're accusing him of. So we shall see. We will keep you posted as always. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and take care.